have a Santa rally, okay? I will explain you why. Why do I think so? And, to all the bears, my message to all the bears, okay? You're leading your audience to a wrong direction. And you're going to regret it later. All these people are going to cry tears of blood, okay? We are going to have a magnificent alt season, okay? Magnificent. I said repeat, magnificent alt season. Not every coin's going to pump, okay? But the coins that we look at are going to pump. And it's going to be massive. So let's look at Bitcoin first. Let's change the view. Okay, it's a little confusing for you to understand this. So let me take all this off. Okay, we have mentioned this before, okay? There were two trend lines we were tracking for Bitcoin. It was this one, okay? And we reached our target right there. It's mentioned in the previous video that once we reach this target, Bitcoin is going to go sideways. If you watch my last live stream, I've mentioned that. So the important trend line that we will be tracking from now onwards would be this. This is the trend line that we will be tracking. Okay. So I don't think Bitcoin goes below this. So Bitcoin is doing something exactly what we did right here. You see right here what we did here. So there's a possibility, okay? There's a small possibility that right before we pump, Bitcoin drops like that. Just like this, okay? To scare you. To say it drops to 78, 77, 77.5, okay? Something like this is a possibility, but that is not guaranteed that something like this will happen. But, we could do something like this, what we did here, okay? I feel it's exactly like here. Look. What's happening right here? So here we had a lower low, and here we had a higher low, right? So it's totally possible that Bitcoin, just because we are on this trend line that I've drawn, we have touched this trend line several times and not able to break it. So Bitcoin could start going up from here. I'll show you why, because I'm looking at the Bitcoin dominance as well, right? So when we reach this level, it's not if we reach, I think it's just a matter of time when we reach this level. But I do think Bitcoin will start moving up like this. It'll start moving up like this, to 108. Possibly, if it moves up, even can go to 113, 114 before you get a nice size pullback, right? Nice size pullback, and then ultimately goes to 135. That's how I see it go. How it goes to 135, it doesn't matter, okay? If it stops here at 108, or it goes to 122 and then drops and then goes to 135, it's irrelevant, okay? But not only Bitcoin, why I'm so bullish right now is not on Bitcoin, it's on altcoin, Looking at the Bitcoin dominance chart, okay? Ben Cohen keeps on talking about Bitcoin dominance chart. I've been tracking this chart like a hawk, okay? So in an event where, okay, this is very important for us to not break this channel, okay? It's very important for us to not break this channel. So Bitcoin is in this channel, right? And I feel we are going to 50% in dominance. 50% in dominance, that means all the money, I feel the total crypto market cap is going to go up. Plus the amount of money that goes into these markets. I think 50%. Right now, it's only 60%. Almost 60% in Bitcoin, right? So instead of 60%, it will be 50% going towards Bitcoin. So you see this arc? I don't think Bitcoin will be able to break this arc. You know, it may seem like it's about to break it, but it won't. You know, even if it goes out a little bit like that, out a little bit like that, it doesn't matter. It's just a matter of time we get this big move downwards. Okay? So that's the reason I am uber bullish on altcoins. And if you look at altcoins where they are, man, easy pickings, easy pickings. So many people are so afraid. People with million subscribers, people with 2 million, 3 million subscribers, you know, are pushing bear. You know, the bear market is here. If you're in altcoins, you'll get destroyed, this and that. Bro, what are you going to destroy? It's already down 99.98%. How you can destroy something that is dead? Okay? So, yeah, man. I don't know why they are doing this. Maybe because they want this alt season to happen and they have to because they're a big channel and they have their bags. They want to pump their bags. The only reason they can pump their bags if they go bearish, I believe, because the algorithm says, okay, these many YouTube channels are all bearish. These small YouTubers are bullish. You know, nobody watches them. You know, these big guys are all bearish. You know, there's few here and there are bullish. But, you know, if you consider the short positions right now in Bitcoin, man, they are going to get liquidated so bad. It's going to be crazy. So I expect this to start unfolding something like this, okay? Why do I expect that? Because if you look at, I'll show you the chart inverted of this. This is the inverted chart of Bitcoin dominance. I do think we go to 786, okay? If you do the fib retracement, comes out to this level, 43%, 43, yeah, 43% is 43% is where I'm looking at the final push. But there will be a pullback around 50%. If you see right now, we are at 236. It's very tough to break this level, 236. Right? We spend so much time here. And so much time right here. So, you know, it's incredible. It's tough to break this 236 level. But as soon as we break this 236, we go to 5. Okay, 5. That is 50% Bitcoin dominance. Imagine the pump that you are going to get, man. It's going to be crazy. Life-changing. Life-changing. All the wives get angry when I say wife-changing. That's why I just say life-changing. How's everyone, man? Omar, Straight TV, baby. Brian, Tuesday Moon. Only on Straight TV, boom. What up, brother? Good, man. Shubham Jeet. Awaiting for the move up. Yeah, man, it's gonna be incredible. Incredible. Are you guys able to hear me properly? I was constantly keep on looking at Bitcoin Cash chart. And dude, you know, no matter which way I look at it, look. Sometimes these trend lines, when a crypto has been suppressed for too long, they don't respect these trend lines. So, but if you go according to the trend lines, right, then ideally $5,000 should come somewhere in August. You know, if it respects the trend line, then $5,000 Bitcoin Cash should come around this level. So it could go something like this. Okay, we could go to $1,400, between $1,200 to $1,400, and waste time here, and then go back up to $2,000 or $3,000, waste time there. You know, have pullbacks, and then hit $5,000, have a pullback. Big pullback. People would think, okay, bull runs over, and keep heading up. Okay, so we will form an arc like this. This is just one theory of how we're gonna go up. Both theories, Bitcoin Cash goes up. Okay, Bitcoin Cash goes up. This is when Bitcoin Cash is respecting trend lines and forms this arc. Okay, you see this arc? If it respects this arc and keeps on going up, right? So you won't even realize that gradually it has reached this $1,300, $1,400 level. By Jan-Feb, get a pullback, and then keeps on going up. Okay, but just when you think about it, we bought our majority of our buys were right here at $100, $120. So if you look at the whole market, we have done well. We have done really compared to other cryptos, right? Look, this thing is still 500% up, and all said and done, it reached $5,000 is 50x. Okay, but I do think that we may be going for much higher than $5,000, but this particular move tells me $5,000. Okay, and then we get a pullback, and then keep on going up. By the end of the year, we could be depends how much risk tolerance you have, but the chart tells me there's a strong possibility this thing goes to $20,000. Okay, but there will be a huge resistance right here. Huge resistance at $5,000. Okay, there is no resistance once we pass this $1,200. There's no resistance. It just keeps on going up. Okay, but you know what I mean? You seen this? How we formed this arc right there? So we're doing something similar, We went up, down, sideways, and then up. Okay, so we went up, down, down. Instead of going, moving here, we were moving sideways on the top, right? And then we're going to get this pump. Okay. So depends on your risk tolerance. There's a big resistance at this level, right? 5,000, 5,500. Okay. But this looks bullish to me. How long? There's a possibility if it wants to give an opportunity for people to get in, there is a little possibility that we get people excited, get a, go to $750 and then waste a little more time before going to this $1,200 to $1,400 mark. Okay. Or we could go straight up. But in one crazy scenario where it disrespects all the trend lines and decides to, gets very angry, just keeps on going up, then in a scenario like that, we could be, heading to these levels by March, In a crazy scenario, we could hit 5,000 if it, it just keeps on going up, very aggressively. We hit this level, $5,000. It's possible that by March, by March, we could hit $5,000. It's crazy as it sounds, but strong possibility. Strong. Okay, so I am not trading until $5,000 Bitcoin Cash. It will happen. Can you take a look at noise, please? Why particularly 279, man? What is the reason? Is this a lucky number? 279? Hey, Matt, what's up? What's going on, brother? Aventus Network. Okay, let me show you a few other things. Coins that I'm bullish on. Okay, the coins that I'm bullish on. I want to share those things right here because we will go back and look at this video after the pump. I wish I don't have to tell you this. I told you so. Right. I really wish that I don't have to mention that, and you guys, you know what to do. When I said this thing's gonna pump. Okay. Just like Bitcoin Cash, we can go a little lower right here before going up. Okay, the next stop here. This is a 100x coin. Okay. From the bottom. So the next level that we will stop is here. We could spend a lot of time here. We could spend a lot of time here before going to 30-40 cent level. Okay. So yeah, man, I'm bullish. You just need one coin to stick, man, and your bull run's done. Just one coin. If you look at this bottom, this has a bottom. Then we are looking at 600x. Okay. from where we are, it's still more than 50x. Okay? Not all coins will perform like this. So, again, we are into crypto because the reason why we are taking this humongous risk, on these coins are not doing anything. They are not businesses as of now. They're not generating revenue. They're not like stocks. It's all speculation. But it's an asymmetric bet. Okay? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. People buy lotteries, right? Do you think they're going to win? No. Why do people buy lotteries? In the hope of that can change their life. So treat crypto just like lottery. Okay? I'm looking at the charts. That's what's telling me. But it's an asymmetric bet. Somebody won $1.7 billion in the United States. The chances of winning in crypto is much more than a lottery, right? I've researched these companies, it's speculation right now, but these companies moving forward will do big things. But as of now, it's speculation. It's the market makers making and breaking this market. That's why you see huge pumps and huge dumps. The only reason, it's not retail. We are not the one who are moving the market. We don't even move a candle. So that's the only reason I'm able to predict all this. Okay? If the market was real, natural, okay, going by retail buying and selling, I wouldn't be able to predict it. Okay? It's just, just like human behavior, right? These patterns are human behaviors. How, the market makers take advantage of human behavior and patterns which in the past, they have data of past 150 years of data. Okay? From all the stock markets, from Chinese stock market in the United States, and they boil in together on their bots. The algorithm picks that when to sell and when. These are not traders. The algorithm decides when to sell, where there is maximum, where they can reel people in. So you are basically fighting with AI. Okay? It's very tough to win against AI. We are humans. Okay? So not many people are going to win. Just like how the market, everyone's bearish. Like 99% people have lost hope. They are down. If you pick out any channel or go on Twitter, it's crypto Twitter's dead. But whosoever's out there, they're calling for a bear market. It's crazy. Crazy. I am very bullish. Okay? Very, very, very bullish. A small dip here, it's possible before they move up. But I'm bullish right now. Our levels for Swiftcoin, I'm being conservative. Once we reach these levels, we'll go back and look at it again, okay? 27 cents to 42 cents. What do you think of GST crypto? That crypto is dead as of now. GST is at 0.002, bro. Look at this. Let's see how much it went down. $99.98%. You can't kill the dead. I've seen scenarios where things have gone to zero minus, you know. I'll show you one coin. ERSDL. Show you this coin. It went in minus, okay? So anything can happen in crypto. The founder scammed everyone and is gone. He still makes YouTube videos. I don't know how come he's not behind the bars while nobody has, you know, he's still a free guy. It's down 100%. And this thing still trades, okay, on Uniswap. This thing still trades on Uniswap. It's called something else now. Federal something. Residual token, okay? It's called residual token. The market cap is $5,000. This thing still trades, surprisingly. You know, on Uniswap. $18 liquidity. So, the same founder can come, you know, because he's the one who did this. It's possible, you know. This motherfucker might, you know, pump this token a little bit. You know, it's down 100%. Even if it pumps a little bit when it's down like that. I lost $10,000, okay? $10,000 in this one. So, it'd be 100x if it reaches just this level, bro. 200x if it reaches this level. But again, this is a scam. Everyone has delisted this token. But, hey, you know, you win some, you lose some. So, yeah, we just need to get one token. This token, I lost money. There's another token, MEDIA, Media Network, got delisted. I lost almost $80,000. You know, Media Network. Look. This thing just went down. It got delisted and just went down. Okay? So, look at that. But you have to see, on the other hand, I made a lot of money in Augur. I shouldn't say a lot of money. I made money in Bitcoin Cash. I made money in Augur. Augur. I went and converted all my cash into Augur. At this point, at 24 cents. At 24 cents. This is when I was buying all night. Me and my buddy. And this thing went up. Right. From 24 cents, it went to $2. So, $2.70. I did a 10x. Okay. So, majority of the losses that I did got recovered. It had a nice dump. But I think, you know, this is going to recover. And do something like this. Go a little higher like that. $1. I would say $1.26, you know, waste some time there and then go to $3.20. And this is where we'll spend most of the time before a huge pump. Okay? This can go to $100, man. Nobody's looking at it right now. Nobody's looking at Augur right now. Even if it hits $20, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. You know, fuck yeah, you know. somebody gets out at $20, that is a 20x. But nobody's looking at it. This is only listed on Kraken and 2 or 3 other exchanges. The moment we break this trend line, huge gains. This is gonna go berserk, as you know, when it breaks $3.20 to this range, this particular line. When it breaks this line, it's gonna go crazy. Okay, crazy. That means it's just gonna keep on going up. Probably hit $100, make a new all-time high. Because why am I saying so? Why it'll be so aggressive? Because just look at the coiling. Everybody, no person in his sane brain will be able to handle this up and down, up and down, up and down, and depression like this here. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Psychologically, it would kill you, right? Like just mentally, you just break down. You'd be like, I cannot take this stress anymore. Let me get out. Sell this shit. This thing's gonna go down. Okay? That's how your mind tries to protect you, because you're losing money. In your mind, you're thinking. That means you're getting hurt and you're trying to protect yourself. I was like, hey man, don't hit me. The market's hitting you. And it's just second nature for you to save yourself. That's how, this is when, in this chop, how many people would have fuck up? You think you'll be able to trade this chop? It's not possible to trade this chop. But yeah, man, it's at 96 cents right now. 96 cents. If you look at Augur's full chart, this is one of the oldest crypto, okay? Augur's been there since almost since Ethereum. Really old. Since 2015, 2014. This was the first crypto, first application built on Ethereum. This was the first application built on Ethereum. Okay? This chart is a little different because they split. There's Augur 1 and Augur 2. But at one point, this thing was almost $125. Okay? The week could go to $100. From the bottom, 24 cents, 24, 23 cents was the bottom. You saw that in the other 22 cents. 22 cents to $100 will be 43,000%. That would be, I don't know how many X. 10,000 is 100x, right? 10,000% is 100x. So, yeah. 500x. Yeah, that's crazy. The problem is I wouldn't have the balls to, wait till $100. I would just sell at 20 and get out, get done. Even probably 18. Might leave a small bag, just to watch. People who bought in December 2022 still up. Are you thinking tax time will bring retail pump, or you still think the chop and slowly bleed while a lot will die with regulations, or you're bullish? I'm bullish right now, bro. I'm bullish. You know, if the Bitcoin dominance chart does something like this, then we are fucked, okay? If Bitcoin dominance starts to go up and let's move this. The only way we can get fucked is when Bitcoin decides to go to $150,000 in February, okay? Then altcoin, you know, it'll look like this, right? Like that, you know? It goes to 70%, and then we get our alt season. We're gonna get alt season regardless, okay? But I think it's very, I think it's not likely. There is just one scenario like that. I'm just waiting for the Bitcoin dominance to just go down, fall like a, what do we got? Fall like a tart? Look at this. I need to grab some water, okay? I'll be back. I'm getting a little dizzy. Okay. Back now. I thought I was getting dizzy, but I was not. Just a little bit. Just felt off a little bit. I used to get this vertigo episodes. Thank God, since past seven months, I haven't had one episode, but it still comes to my mind. You know, since I changed my diet, but since past 2 days, I've been having a lot of carbs. If I eat a lot of carbs, then, you know, I get this spinning sometimes, you know. I get this ear ringing, boom, 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 like that, and then my head starts to spin. But it all stopped when I changed my diet. I did keto, right? So I eat mostly meat and eggs, and it stopped. And I used to have this glucose monitor, and it was, I think it was because of my sugar level used to spike from regular levels to 180, you know, and then it would drop to 55. It was crazy, you know. But now I've stabilized my sugar levels, but just because it was Christmas, I was eating a lot, you know, a lot of pasta and, you know, other stuff that my sisters cooked. So it messed up my vibe. Stray thoughts on silver. Man, silver is amazing. Look at this. Just a few days ago, I said silver's going to $80 to $100, right? We bought silver at what, $22, $23? Look at this. It's amazing, amazing. So beautiful. We count this. See, Fib tells that there's a possibility $9,700 is trying to reach there. Okay, might get a pullback at $95 to $100. You get a pullback, nice pullback. Even here, just a small pullback is possible right here. Small pullback before we hit this. And $95 may get a $95 to $100 may get a big pullback, you know, like that, and still keeps on going up. Possibly. As of now, I'm bullish. You know, I just came to let you know, man. Things look good right now. But small dump is possible before the move up. What happened to noise here? Is this the one? Is this the crypto? Noise. Yeah, that's the one, right? Could be finding a bottom. You know, I don't like to get into new cryptos, man. You know, like this, which don't have much history. Could be the bottom. I don't know what to tell you. If it's bullish, then we'll be going up like that. Okay. I don't want to make this stream too long, man. I want you to enjoy it with your family. I want to spend time with mine. And I just want to know, I just want you to know I'm bullish, okay? Just relax, you know, have fun, okay? And have a good holiday. Have a good one. Take care.